Hello students, and welcome to our grades 3 to 5 reading class for abundant education. Today we have a fun and fascinating lesson ahead of us. We are going to learn about the accidental invention of a very popular snack, read about what it takes to climb the tallest mountain in the world, and even read a short play about a class putting on a skit. Make sure you have your worksheet and a pencil ready, and let's get started. Let's begin on page 2. Follow along as I read our first passage. Who invented potato chips? A Native American named George Crum invented potato chips in 1853, although that was not his intention. He was a chef at an elegant restaurant in Saratoga Springs, New York called Moon Lake Lodge. A regular item on the menu was fried potatoes, which was an idea that had started in France. At that time, French fried potatoes were cut into thick slices. One day, a dinner guest at Moon Lake Lodge sent his fried potatoes back to the chef because he did not like them so thick. So Mr. Crum cut the potatoes a little thinner and fried them. The guest did not like those either. That made Mr. Crum angry, so he thought he would just show that guy. He sliced the potatoes paper thin and fried them, thinking that would hush the complaining diner. However, his plan backfired on him. The diner loved the crispy, thin potatoes. Other diners tried them and also liked them. So Mr. Crum's potato chips were added to the menu. They were called Saratoga chips. Eventually, Mr. Crum opened his own restaurant to sell his famous chips. Now potato chips are packaged and sold in grocery stores worldwide. Now it is your turn to work. First, color each potato chip and its matching bag the same color. For example, chip number 1 says, potato chips were. You would match that to the bag that says, invented by accident. Then, move down to the bottom of the page and fill in the blanks to create a 5W summary. You need to write down the who, what, when, where, and why of the story. Pause the video here to complete page 2. Welcome back. Let's move to page 3 and read a short text about mountain climbers. Mountain climbers have to wear special gear that protects them from the snow and cold. They wear a lot of layers that help them stay warm. This includes gloves, hats, and glasses. They also have to use special tools. An ice axe helps to break up the ice. A regulator is a tool that provides oxygen to climbers. They need this at the top of the peak, where the air is low in oxygen. Climbers also need a radio in case they need to call for help. For this page, answer the 5 multiple-choice questions on the left side. Then, answer the 3 short response questions at the bottom of the page. Use the text to explain why climbers need layers, what an ice axe does, and why the radio is so important. Pause the video now to finish this page. Great job! Now turn to page 4 to read about the most famous mountain of all. Follow along. Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world. It is over 29,000 feet tall. It is in the central Himalayas. Mount Everest is on the border of Tibet and Nepal. People are very interested in this amazing peak. The mountain has become a challenge for some. People train to climb it, but getting to the top of Mount Everest is not easy. The altitude requires special attention. There is not a lot of oxygen that far up. People's bodies have to adjust. Climbing takes time. Bodies have to get used to the low oxygen levels. The Mount Everest base camps are where climbers begin to climb. These camps are on opposite sides of Mount Everest. They are also very high. They are more than 16,000 feet high. Climbers rest at the base camps. They pack and get their supplies ready before they begin climbing. There are other camps on the way to the peak. It takes a while to reach each camp. Climbers spend time at the camps. This is where climbers stop to adjust to the elevation. The highest part of the mountain is called the summit. It is covered with deep snow. The snow stays there all year. It is very cold up there. The wind can also blow very hard. This makes the climb pretty risky. Climbers have to be really safe. Climbers have special gear. This keeps them warm. It also keeps them from falling. There are people who work to help climbers. They are called Sherpas. They carry tents. They also cook food. They work at this job to support their families. Sherpas often get help from yaks. Yaks are strong animals. They help transport goods up the mountain. Reaching the summit is an amazing feat. Not many humans are able to do such a difficult task. Sadly, not everyone survives the trek up Mount Everest. More than 200 people have died climbing the mountain. This sad fact reminds people of the danger in climbing. It is a dream of many to stand on the top of Mount Everest. People claim that they feel on top of the world. It takes bravery and hard work to do it. Please pause the video here and answer questions 1 through 6 at the bottom of the page. Welcome back. For our next reading, We are looking at a story written as a play or a skit. When we read a play, we first see the cast, which is the list of characters. Our characters are Luke, Cole, Miss Pope, Mr. Duke, Rose, and June. When you see a character's name in capital letters, it means they are the one speaking. Let's read through the skit together. Miss Pope. Class, it is time to plan a skit. June. We can have a class skit about kids and animals. They can sing and tell jokes. Luke. I like that plan. Miss Pope. June and Luke can write the skit. Please make up roles for your classmates. June. First, Luke and I made the skit. Luke. We made up fun roles for kids in the class. June. A cat sings and a dog tells jokes. Rose. Cole tells jokes. He can be the dog. Cole. Rose is a singer. She can be the cat. Cole. Then I made a set. Other kids helped. We used a rug, boxes, ropes, and tubes to make the set. June. The set is the animal's home. It has a hill and a pond. Rose. Next, I made costumes. Other kids helped. We made pants and tops. June and Luke. We made animal ears and noses. Luke gets to practice his role. He has a fun costume. He sings a song with his pet. His classmates like Luke's acting. June. Fine job, Luke. Rose. It will be a big hit. At last, it is time for the skit. Miss Pope's class has on cute costumes. Mr. Duke, please clap. Here is Miss Pope's class. Miss Pope's class sings songs and acts. Cole and June tell jokes. Rose sings. The crowd claps and waves. Miss Pope's class stands and smiles. June. It is a big hit. Rose is a fine singer, and Cole tells jokes well. Rose. Luke and June are the best writers. Luke. I like to write, and it is fun to sing and act. Miss Pope. Class, you can take pride in your skit. Now turn to page 10. First, answer the think about it questions about the skit we just read. Who made up the skit? What roles did Rose and Cole have? And how did they get ready? Then, write a short paragraph about what you would like to do in a skit. Finally, let's read the short story at the top of the page called Mike's Bent Bike. Mike, Jen, and Dave are planning a big bike ride. They decided to ride up the hill to the lake. They will take a snack. They will go wading and swimming. But Mike is in a jam. His bike's frame got bent. He cannot ride it up a hill. What can I do? He sniffed. Jen gazed at the bike and smiled. Jen liked to fix objects. I will help you, Mike, she said. She pulled on the bike's frame and gave it a tap. It is fixed. Yes, Mike yelled. Thank you, Jen. The pals biked to the lake and had a fine time. Pause the video one last time to answer questions 1 through 5 about Mike's bike. Fantastic work today, readers. You learned about the history of potato chips, read all about climbing Mount Everest, and explored how to read a play. Make sure you check your multiple choice answers and your 5W summary against the teacher answer key on page 11. Keep up the great reading, and I will see you in the next lesson.